Dear Divine Ones, welcome back to Miracle Mantras. I'm Kiran Jotkaur, and I'll be reading today's lesson for you, singing this mantra that I've created with you again, and adding a commentary at the end. This is lesson number 38. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. Your holiness reverses all the laws of the world. It is beyond every restriction of time, space, distance, and limits of any kind. Your holiness is totally unlimited in its power because it establishes you as a child of God, at one with the mind of the Creator. Through your holiness, the power of God is made manifest. Through your holiness, the power of God is made available, and there is nothing the power of God cannot do. Your holiness then can remove all pain, can end all sorrow, and can solve all problems. It can do so in connection with yourself and with anyone else. It is equal in its power to help anyone because it is equal in its power to save anyone. If you are holy, so is everything God created. You are holy because all things God created are holy, and all things God created are holy because you are. In today's exercises, we will apply the power of your holiness to all problems, difficulties, or suffering in any form that you happen to think of, in yourself or in someone else. We will make no distinctions because there are no distinctions. In the 4 longer practice periods, each preferably to last a full 5 minutes, repeat the idea for today, close your eyes, and then search your mind for any sense of loss or unhappiness of any kind as you see it. Try to make as little distinction as possible between a situation that is difficult for you and one that is difficult for someone else. Identify the situation specifically and also the name of the person concerned. Use this form in applying the idea for today. In the situation involving blank in which I see myself, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. In the situation involving blank in which they see themselves, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. From time to time, you may want to vary this procedure and add some relevant thoughts of your own. You might like, for example, to include thoughts such as, there is nothing my holiness cannot do because the power of God lies in it. Introduce whatever variations appeal to you, but keep the exercises focused on the theme. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. The purpose of today's exercises is to begin to instill in you a sense that you have dominion over all things because of what you are. In the frequent shorter applications, apply the idea in its original form, unless a specific problem concerning you or someone else arises or comes to mind. In that event, use the more specific form in applying the idea to it. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. There is nothing that my holiness cannot do. Nothing. There is nothing that my one child of God, not separate as we appear to be here, but one. And so the reason that we can dissolve all pain, all suffering, everything that we see here is because this is not the real world. This is the world of the ego's playground. This is the illusion. This is the dream world. And so if we remember who we really are, then we dispel what we describe as the unconsciousness or the darkness of the limited mind into the light, into the complete knowing of the oneness. But it helps us in this world because we're given so many negative messages, and we give ourselves so many. And we carry that heavy, heavy guilt inside of our minds. And so with these lessons, we begin to release. We begin to come home. We begin to take off the heavy trappings that we've laid upon ourselves here of guilt and shame and judgment and fear and hatred. And we begin to see our holiness, even if it's faint, even if it's a small glimmering. Go step by step into the complete undoing of this dream and awakening into the oneness and the bright love of divine. Thank you for being with me. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow.